Welcome to our August edition of our virtual beauty sessions. Today, our focus is going to be on retinol. If this is your first beauty session that you're joining us on, welcome. We're happy that you're here. If this is not, welcome back. And by the way, if you're watching the first one today, I'll encourage you to go back to the previous one. I have them on my Facebook page. I have them on my YouTube channel as well, where we talked about the basics of a good skincare routine, why you need one, and how to go about finding products that are going to better serve you. And then we also talked about skincare supplements that you can consider incorporating into your routine to take it to a whole new level. Today, our focus is retinol. I chose to focus on retinol today because I have so many customers who love it, who want to try it. But retinol is something that you want to tread carefully when you're incorporating it into your routine. So I felt like with all those questions, I should come use this time to break it down, share with you what retinol is, what it does. We're going to look at some side effects, who it's not for. Yes, there are some people who should not use retinol, and then how to incorporate it into your routine. And I'll quickly go through the steps, and then I'll tell you what to expect and how soon to expect results. And welcome again. If you're new here, my name is Rukaniba. I am an independent beauty consultant. I find pleasure in helping women find products that they love, that their skin love. And my goal is to make sure that you love your skin for a very long time. I have been doing this for almost 10 years now, and it always brings me joy when I'm able to help a woman find a product that's meeting her skincare needs. There's no one size fits all when it comes to skincare, which is why it's important that you have someone to guide you instead of just going and picking ingredient products from the counter. Sometimes the ingredients do not work together, so it's very important that you know what you're putting on your skin, which is where I come in. That's what I do, helping you find products that will meet your skincare needs. And today we are going to talk about retinol. What is retinol? So retinol is a derivative of vitamin A, suitable for skin. You apply it topically on your skin. It's in a category called retinoids. So retinol is one of them. There are other types of retinoids, but today our focus is on retinol because that's what I use, that's what I have, and that's what my customers are loving. So what is a retinol? What does it do? So retinol has multiple benefits. It's mostly marketed as an anti-aging ingredient because it helps with fine lines, it helps with um, discoloration on the skin. Personally, I fell in love with retinol because of what it does on acne-prone skin. As someone who's dealt with acne, retinol has been a game changer. Retinol helps to smoothen your skin texture. It helps to fight acne. It helps with hyperpigmentation, in addition to all the other benefits. When it comes to anti-aging benefits, retinol helps with collagen production. Notice that you start losing 1% of your collagen once you turn 20. So it's important that you have a good skincare regimen in place. You have to do something about it because collagen is what keeps your skin looking plump and healthy. It keeps your skin looking hydrated. When you lose collagen, your skin starts sagging. You start having that sagging skin, which is nobody wants that, of course. So retinol comes to help with collagen. It helps to keep your skin looking healthier. It helps to keep it looking firm. It helps to keep it looking smooth and bright. I mean, retinol does all that. It's an amazing addition to everyone's skincare regimen if your skin can tolerate it. We're going to get to that part. So that's what retinol does. It's amazing if it is working for you. And it also helps with sun damage. There are people who have spent so much time in the sun without protection. Now they have to deal with the sun damage. Retinol does an amazing job with that as well. And then let's look at some side effects that you should be aware of when it comes to incorporating retinol into your routine. Yes, retinol is a very potent ingredient that some people do notice side effects when they start using it. I didn't notice those side effects, but it's something that's common when people start introducing retinol. So one of them is sensitive skin. When you have very sensitive skin, if you have rosacea, it's not even for you. You should talk to a dermatologist to see if you can use it. it. But if you have rosacea, you might notice some side effects on it. And then if you're someone who is pregnant, if you're pregnant, you don't want to use retinol because retinol is not safe for pregnancy and breastfeeding mom. I was talking about the side effects here. So some people do notice like acne breakouts. I was going ahead of myself. Excuse me. So some people notice acne breakouts, which is really not acne breakout per se, but it's called purging. It's your skin responding to a new ingredient. So that one is normal. It usually goes away in a few weeks. Some people do notice dryness on their skin. Their skin tends to be flaky, which is why our retinol, the calming milk, is always a handy tool when it comes to retinol. The calming milk, you can use it as often as possible to calm those irritated skin, especially when you're dealing with dry skin. The calming milk will do an amazing job with hydrating your skin and minimizing the dryness. So the calming milk is you don't have to use it under a strict schedule as like you use the retinol. The calming milk is there to come in to help you manage the side effect if you tend to deal with them. So those are some of the side effects of the retinol that you might notice. And then there are some people who should not use retinol. Retinol is good, like I said earlier. If you have rosacea, do not use it. If you're breastfeeding, do not use it. If you're pregnant, wait until you've had your baby, you've weaned your baby before you can start using retinol. It's not advisable to use it while breastfeeding. And if you're someone who spends extended periods under the sun, do not use retinol. Retinol makes your skin very sensitive to the sun. And if you're going to spend long hours under the sun, you are rather going to get the opposite effect. So if you're going to be out there for too long, do not use it. And let's say you don't spend so many hours under the sun. If you plan to go to the beach, don't use your retinol the night before because your skin is very sensitive. You don't want to do that damage to your skin. So those are some people who should be mindful about retinol and stay away from it or limit its usage. So now let's look at how you should incorporate retinol into your skincare routine. This is a very crucial step when it comes to retinol because retinol is very potent and there are different strengths. There are over-the-counter retinol with 0.1 that you could buy over the counter. Our retinol is a dermatologist grade. This one is the same one that dermatologists will prescribe. This is a prescription strength retinol. It is 0.5. It's very potent, which is why we go through the 8 weeks retinization process, where you gradually get your skin acquainted to retinol if you've never used it before. It is very important that you follow the steps that I'm going to show you today on how to gradually incorporate retinol into your skin. And while you are incorporating retinol, you want to make sure you are avoiding certain products. Chemical exfoliants. I love my Revealing Radiance facial peel. It's my favorite exfoliant. When I was retinizing my skin, I had to stop using this product for 8 weeks. You stop using your exfoliators. And then I love my Skin Sonic brush. I had to stop using it as well because you want to make sure that all you are using is your cleanser with your bare hands, of course. Do not use washcloths to rub your face. You want to be as gentle as possible with your skin when you are introducing retinol. Retinol is very potent. You want to tread carefully. And while you're doing that, I encourage you to stop using other serums with active ingredients. Just stick to your cleanser, your day cream with sun protection. Sun protection is very essential when you use retinol. Like I said earlier, your skin becomes very sensitive to the sun. You want to make sure you're using your sunscreen. If you're using the Miracle Set 3D, the day cream has SPF 30 in it, you're good. But if you're using, maybe I personally use Clear Proof Moisturizer, I have to get extra sunscreen. Sunscreen is a must when using retinol. So that is how you start. For the first 2 weeks, you are going to just use your retinol once a week once a week. And how do you use it for those first 2 weeks? You get a pump of your milk, just one pump, and then one pump of your retinol, mix them together, and then you apply in an upward and outward motion. And before you do this, make sure that you've cleaned your skin. Do not tone your skin. Let your skin air dry for at least 10 minutes. Yes, I prefer to go overboard. Let your skin be completely dry before you apply retinol. Even after my retinization process, I always say, let your skin be dry before you apply retinol. Do not apply retinol on damp skin. It will aggravate your skin's reaction to it. So let me just quickly read the directions for you. So I want to make sure you have it. Directions. In the evening, by the way, you only use your retinol in the evening. I'm just saying this, however, you're going to have all the instructions on your calendar when you get your retinol. It has a tracker here with the first 2 weeks, the second week 3 and 4, week 5 and 6, week 7 and 8. You have all that information here to be able to track your usage. So this is how you should start using your retinol. In the evening, you're going to clean your skin, wait 5 to 10 minutes, let your skin be completely dry. You get your milk, you get your retinol, one pump of each, mix it in your palm, dot it on your forehead, on your nose, on your cheek, on your chin, and then you blend it upward and outward. Let it dry completely, like a minute or two, and then you apply your night cream. Before you apply your retinol, by the way, always make sure you have your eye cream. Do not apply your retinol around your eye area. Everywhere else except your eye area. Retinol creeps. It can get into your eye. That's why sometimes people are like, oh, my eyes were irritated. It's because you apply products too close to your eye. So keep it away from your eye. Make sure you have your eye cream on, and then you do that. Do not use serums. Do not use toners when you are retinizing your skin. So the first 2 weeks, you mix your retinol with your milk together, and then you apply once a week. Pick a day that works for you. Maybe a day that you are home at night. I started mine on a Monday, and I was doing it on Mondays for the first 2 weeks, and then gradually moved to Mondays on Wednesday. So the first 2 weeks, week 1 and week 2, mix the retinol with the milk, apply it. Week 3 and week 4, you apply the retinol by itself, follow up with the milk. And then week 5 and week 6, you are now going to do the same thing, retinol by itself, followed up by the milk, twice a week. So week 5 and week 6, you can now do it twice. And then moving on to week 7 and week 8, you now apply your retinol followed by the milk, if needed, 3 times a week. And getting to week 9 and above, depending on your skin's tolerance, you can now use your retinol up to 5 times a week. Personally, I always encourage people to not go overboard. I use my retinol 3 times a week because they are nice when I'm using my Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. As someone who is dealing with oily skin and acne, it does an amazing job with fighting acne. So I need to use my exfoliators. And you do not want to use exfoliating products on the same night when you are using retinol, which is why you have to cycle these products. I'm going to do a video on skin cycling, on what to use and how to cycle your product. If something you're interested in, let me know, because it's very important that you're using these products the way they are instructed to be used. Because if you use retinol and use this Revealing Radiance Facial Peel, your skin is going to react terribly. This is an exfoliator, and you don't want to use an exfoliator and use retinol at the same time. If you really want to use that exfoliator, use it tonight and then use retinol the next day. Never use them together. And another thing I say is, do not use your facial cleansing brush on the same night that you're using your retinol, even after your retinization process, especially if you have sensitive skin. when you have sensitive skin, you want to exfoliate with caution. There's a gentle exfoliation that comes with your skin sonic brush. I use my skin sonic brush, but I'm very cautious when I have to use it with retinol. So that's something you should be mindful of. Like I said, depending on how your skin can tolerate retinol, you can use it 5 times a week. And then when do you expect to see results? This is very crucial. After doing this for almost 10 years, there are people who want to see results like yesterday, and they are not even using it consistently. If that's what you're going for, you're not going to see it. Retinol is not a quick fix. And by the way, retinol is an addition to an already stable good skincare routine. If you do not have a good skincare routine, retinol is not going to serve you because you still need a good cleanser, you still need a good moisturizer, you still need a good sun protection. Retinol on its own is not the solution. It is an addition to a good skincare routine. It just takes your skin to a whole new level. So, first and foremost, make sure you have a good skincare regimen in place. Make sure you're using your product consistently, morning and night, and then you use your retinol as prescribed. And then you can start seeing results from between 6 to 8 weeks. I personally started seeing improvement on my skin from 6 weeks because I noticed that my skin texture had changed. I noticed that my skin used to be super greasy. It did help minimize the oiliness on my skin. However, when it comes to things like sun damage, it's going to take a while for you to really see significant improvement. When it comes to hyperpigmentation, you give it 12 to 13 weeks. When it comes to acne and hyperpigmentation, give it a good 12 weeks and above, you'll see significant improvement. So that is what you're going to see when you're using your retinol. I really hope that you find value from today's session. You now have an understanding of what retinol is. It's a vitamin A derivative, and it is an amazing skincare addition, but it's not for everybody. If you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, if you have rosacea, if you spend extended hours under the sun without protection, do not use retinol. And also be mindful that there are some side effects that you might notice when you first introduce retinol into your skincare routine. Purging is common. There is dryness, there is flakiness, is to be expected. You make sure you get your calming milk when you start noticing those side effects. And follow your calendar and do retinize for 8 weeks before you start using your retinol consistently. After your retinization process, you can now start using your exfoliants from week 10. You can now use the other products like your eye patches that you have stopped using. You can start using them again. So that was our focus for today. I really hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do share this with someone who will benefit from it. I grow my business through referrals. If you know someone who needs help with their skincare, please do not hesitate to let me know. I do not have all the answers. If there's a need for someone to see a dermatologist, I definitely tell them this is not for me. I recommend a dermatologist. So my job is to go do the research, help you find something that will make you feel good from inside. I believe you me, when you look good, you will feel good. So I find so much pleasure when I help women boost their self-confidence. It's very important to take good care of your skin. It is very important. It will affect the way you feel from inside. So I encourage you, if you know someone who could use some tender loving care, let me know. I also do free pampering sessions where I give them samples, show them how to do that, and just treat themselves. And if you're interested in hosting a skincare class for me, by all means, let me know. I currently have something I'm doing. I reward my hostesses generously. If there's something you can do for me, I'll appreciate it. Thank you again so much. Refer me to your friend, to your family, and share this video with someone. And do not forget, if you're watching us on Facebook or on YouTube, leave us a like and a comment. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. Thank you again, and you have a blessed day.